No, in the malls and things. But still what it was, except that some of our schools are integrated. When I was a kid, it was church and school that separated us. And for the most part, schools have done much more than churches have to bring us together. I'm not saying that all of us go to the same anything.
Right.
I'm just saying that spirit of fellowship, companionship, the spirit that we want to be the next America. That spirit isn't going to come to us unless it comes to us through the people.
Yeah.
The activity of the people. And if we could somehow engage that in such a way that is consistent, and I believe that we can. I believe a lot of it happens here in Howard County.
It's funny you say it, because that's actually why I'm running again. Because I'm concerned that we're losing that, and I think as you've been talking about the church and others, I think it's elected officials have to have that kind of thought. I mean, my dad was a very humble person, very never thought about himself, and I think Jimmy Clark was the same way. I mean, so I'm not saying partisan here, Democrats, Republicans, but we need leaders who, it's not about them. And I used to always tell people, I'm not the boss. It's the people who are the boss. And I work for them. And I'd have a town hall, and people might be mad at me and they'd say, boy, Allan, you're so nice and patient for being at that town hall. I said, no, I'm their employee. I'm hearing what my boss want me to do, and if they disagree with me, we have to have that conversation. And I think we have to have almost that mindset as elected officials that we're not like these folks who are above everybody, and we don't, have all the trappings of office. No, we should be just like everybody else, and we should be walking the streets, we should be driving the roads, we should be going to the stores, we should be going to the schools, we should be just like everybody else. And I worry that when we take our elected officials and remove them from the community and we make them a little more distant, that causes that problem. And I think we all have to have that feeling. And so my goal is to unite our community together, to be a place where we can all work together and talk together and play together and learn together, and and also mourn if we have to together.
Yes.
I just want us to be together and knowing that you're not any better than anyone else. We're all the same. And if people have that voice you're talking about, if people have a voice, and if they are heard, I think we wouldn't have nearly the problems we have right now, because they would feel appreciated.
Yes.
And not everybody's going to get everything they want. We all know that. But if they feel like they've actually been heard, and they've been appreciated, and they've been considered, and they are been included, I think things get so much better. I mean, so
if anything could be done to build teams while you are campaigning, because working together.
Yes.
It's just a little bit, but working together, it is very fulfilling.
And the sports example you gave a long time, I mean, that's perfect.
Yeah.
When I used to play basketball an awful lot when I was younger, and I was more of a point guard, and I remember people would come up to me later and say, you look the court. You see everybody, because everybody's got to work together. You can't win by being one guy or one girl. I mean, you all have to work together. And sports, I think, does that a lot of times, bringing people to how to work together. But in everything in life, whatever job you have, the jobs I have now, the jobs you have now, we can work together and we can accept each other. And you guys struggled through a lot and had to deal with a lot, and you made differences. And Barbara and Doug, you both talked about those. And, I don't want people to forget. That's why I appreciate you being on here today, because I don't want people to forget. And Betsy Borden was with me earlier and told me her stories about going to Harriet Tubman and her schooling and things. And, I want us all to remember so we don't repeat. And I want us always to remember what Howard County once was, so that we don't ever think we've made it, because we have more to do. And you helped us tremendously, Barbara, when you were the administrator. We have more to do. And we're going to work on that together. So thank you for taking the time today. You guys are wonderful, and I consider you close friends. And my dad certainly loved you both. And
We loved you.
I was telling someone earlier that I remember going to your house, Doug, when I was little.
Yeah.
My dad was probably talking to you about civil rights stuff, and I was playing with your kids, and we were all just playing there, not knowing what's going on upstairs. But thank you so much for what you meant to our community, and I wish you all the best. God bless you.
Praise
Thank
God.
you so
God
much.
Take care.
I want to wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right.